What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here in a mock draft. This is the robust running back draft strategy that I'm going to be showing you guys today. Basically, use a lot of those high draft capital early picks that you have on the running back position, because the theory is some of them are going to get injured no matter what, but when they hit so big. Take all your picks on them. All round picks are going to miss. If you look at the hit rate on picks over the years, a lot of your picks miss. So that's basically the argument for this draft strategy. Definitely interesting. I'll take Derrick Henry here at the 6th pick. My RB3 does get a slight downgrade in a PPR league, but I would still have him very high, even in this format, because of the insane volume he gets on the ground. This is a PPR 14-teamer, by the way. Just want to let everybody know. I'd say robust RB is a little bit less popular nowadays, just because zero RB and hero RB are kind of the new fad. Plenty of people go heavy running back, though. Still, basically those strategies were made in response to this strategy, which was so popular with everyone just taking running backs early, and especially in a lot of home leagues. That's a big thing. I don't mind at all starting a draft when my first 3 picks is running backs. With the way the wide receiver position currently is constructed, you can get a lot of guys in the middle rounds or high quality players that have a lot of upside as well. Guys that have the opportunity to well outdo their draft position. Guys like Juju Smith-Schuster, Gabriel Davis around 5s and 6, Cortland Sutton around 4, Mike Williams around 4. If you're drafting a lot of running back heavy team and then having those guys as your first and second receivers, guys that could have a wide receiver 1 upside, it's a pretty enticing. You can see how the draft has been going so far. So it's either JT, CMC, Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Eckler. Then I took Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, Najee, Kamara, Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams with the last pick in the first round. Then we have Deebo Samuel. Oh, that's not the last pick of the first round. It's a 14-teamer, excuse me. Deebo Samuel, Stephon Diggs was the last pick of the first round. Then we have Swift, CD, and Tyreek Hill. Yeah, running backs, honestly, too, the more teams you do become even a little bit more of a premium, just because, not all 14 teams are going to have 2 strong running backs, not even close. But there's plenty of ways to construct your roster to win in fantasy football, whether that's taking a wide receiver or tight end early. But yeah, I want to do a mock draft just to show how robust RB works. Boom, I've got some great options here. Because of where my next pick is, it's going to be a little bit of a wait for me. Man, this is a tough one. I do like James Conner this year. I think he's going to catch more passes. I will take James Conner here. He's my highest rated player. I just think he's going to have immense goal line opportunity this year. I think he's going to catch more passes with Chase Edmonds in Miami. And he got paid. I think Leonard Fournette is also going to catch a few less passes this year, with Rashad White and Gio Bernard being there as well, both capable pass catchers, to be able to give him a bit of a break. He did get a good amount of money as well. And they do have a good offensive line, even without Ryan Jensen there in Tampa Bay. Yeah, appreciate all the support the channel has been getting lately, guys. It really means a lot to me. A lot of the videos have been doing really well, getting a lot more subscribers here recently, people getting on the bandwagon. I love it. Getting on the channel, becoming a part of it. A lot of fun. So after I took Connor, went Higgins, Javonte, Fournette, Chubb, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, A.J. Brown, Cam Akers. And this is what I'm saying. Michael Williams at the board in 36 is just such a steal to me. Guys like Jalen Waddle, Deontay Johnson going ahead of him, Terry McLaurin even. None of those guys would be picked ahead of Mike Williams to me. No, thank you. Okay, looking at where we're on the board, the way the running back, Zeke is still out there, which is honestly quite amazing to me, and I will take him here. Man, I like this strategy. If you can start Derrick Henry, James Conner, and Zeke in a 14-teamer, that is a good start with a non-premium pick as well. I really like that. I thought about Breece Hall there. I do have Breece Hall rated really highly, but went with Zeke just because I think he's going to be so solid. And yeah, just all the subtractions that have been made to that Cowboys offense make me think he will still be very, very involved, even though I think the skill set has definitely taken a bit of a downgrade. He's just making so much money there, too. $18 million cap hit, largest in the league for the running back position by a mile. How do you not give that guy the ball? It's just like basically signing up for your roster to stink if you don't. I don't think Jerry Jones is ready to admit that. That's just me personally, though. Jerry. J.K. Dobbins on the board. Judy and Sutton, both very good options at wide receiver. Mike Williams goes on the board with the 10th pick in the third round. Coming up to the board quickly. Honestly, I think one of the things that people should not be afraid of to do in this type of league format too is to start with 4 running backs if the opportunity presents itself, if there's a good value. Reason being, like I said, such a good chance of injury that one of these top guys goes down or he just isn't effective or for some reason, you can plug one of these other guys in. The opportunity cost is basically going to be gone once you get there. So if a stud did fall to you, I have no problem taking one of those guys. There are some solid wide receiver options still on the board. I do like Gabriel Davis, as I mentioned. And there aren't many running backs I'm really all that interested in. Like, I don't want Antonio Gibson in any formats basically right now. I'm very tempted to take George Kittle because I don't really like many of these pass catchers. I do like Gabriel Davis, but I feel like with the 50th pick to be able to lock George Kittle into my tight end spot is what I'm going to do here. So give me George Kittle. We'll see what kind of receivers we can get or if there's a running back. The running back I was kind of thinking about was Elijah Mitchell. I did like him at this point in the draft. I think he was a good pick, but I just liked Kittle a little bit more, especially in a 14-teamer, just being so late, and other tight end position guys are going to have. If Kittle hits, he could really hit. Like I said, maybe I just go complete sleepers at wide receiver on this team. Elijah Mitchell did go a few picks in front of us. That's a bummer. I do like, though, that Gibson's gone, Mahomes and Herbert have all gone off the board since then. That makes me feel good about the value that's going to be available to us. Like, if I could snag Allen Robinson here, I'm sure, okay, he did not go. Whew. I love the upside of Robinson this year, especially a lot of my teams had Cooper Kupp on them, so I didn't really want to have them both. But, yeah, give me Allen Robinson here. With Allen Robinson my number 1, this team is dynamite. I think he has really high upside with the passing volume there in LA, as well as I just think he's a talented wide receiver. He's playing the best quarterback in his career, Matthew Stafford. All the reports from camp have been excellent. He just has such a positive drumbeat moving forward for him. They gave him a lot of money, too, and they think they got a steal. So, if all those things are true, he's worth the upside to me, especially in the fifth round in a 16-team league. Juju still on the board. I was very tempted by him as well. He was the other name I was thinking about. I think I do have him ranked slightly higher. Actually, I'm not sure who I have rated higher, Juju or Allen Robinson off the top of my head. I think I might have Juju a spot higher or 2. And in PPR league, I do think he could be pretty dynamic, but I did think there might be a chance he could get back to me. Probably not, take some other people, He'll probably, I see him go in the 5th and 6th rounds of 12-teamers, so he'll probably go. But a better chance of securing, yeah, he went there. Yeah, but I feel like either, honestly, just looking at this, if you could start with Juju or Allen Robinson and with those other guys, I feel great about it. Ramondre Stevenson went. I think that was a good pick. Let's take a look at the running backs that are still available. Not a lot of great options. Chase Edmonds, I like. He's still out there. I like James Cook, Dameon Pierce down the road. We'll use some more picks in the running back position. Definitely. Because that's the thing. You could start all three of these guys I drafted are probably like 26, 27 years old. I'm positive most of them are 27. I think Zeke might be 26. He might be the youngest, and he is the most wear and tear in his body. Okay, taking a look at the receivers that are still out there, I'll take Kadarius Toney. Love his upside this year. He's the starter in that offense. Last year, when he had a 25% target share on the routes that he ran. That's a very high number. Now you're going to give him more routes, conceivably more target share as well. Really excited about his upside. Chase Edmonds still on the board. I might just have to take him at this point in the PPR league. Allen Lazard's still out here too. Oh, let me look at all positions, see if who could get back to me. Okay, Chase Edmonds is not coming back. I don't think Allen Lazard is coming back either. I feel like for this team build, I have to take Lazard. Oh, man, that's a tough one. You know what? Give me Lazard. I'll pass on Chase Edmonds. That was tough. Ooh. I think Chase Edmonds, especially in the PPR league, is going to be dynamite this year. Russ in round 7. Love the value on Russ in round 7 all year long. Big fan, personally. Drafts moving quickly here. That's nice for the video. Expedite some of this for you guys. Hopefully people continue to make their picks quickly. Yeah, I would love to snap a Robert Woods or a Chris Olave with my next pick if possible. If not, no worries. I'll snag a Dameon Pierce or James Cook or Trey Lance. So I feel like I've got a lot of options available. Dameon Pierce went there. Let's take a look at the QBs. After Lance went, that probably would have been the pick, to be honest with you. Just with the way the quarterbacks are falling. Now I'll probably snag Kirk Cousins late and just ride with him. But and Chris Olave went draft. That's the way the draft goes, though. Let's take a look at the wide receivers, just see if there's any studs out there. I did just take Lazard, so I've got some guys. Let's go to all positions now. Give me James Cook in a PPR league. Love the value there. He was a second-round pick for a great offense as a dynamite player. I don't know why he's falling so late in drafts. I really do not. He was in my sleeper video. I think James Cook's going to be really good this year. Guys just keep getting better and better for fantasy. We will... You know what? I think I can wait even more. I'll wait one more round, hopefully. And snag Kirk Cousins. Let's see if there's any wide receivers I like out there better than these guys I'm seeing off the top of the board to take a shot on. Man, it does dry up quick. You know what? I don't care about the rankings that much now that we're in round 9. Give me Julio Jones. Gonna reach on him there. I think he's got more upside than anyone is willing to admit, though, right now. He had a career low in yards per route run last year. His yards per route run were still 25th in the NFL. That was with Ryan Tannehill and all those games that he was playing banged up and injured. If you look at his healthy games, I think his yards per route run would have been about 10th in the NFL. Pretty darn high for a run-heavy team, again, with Ryan Tannehill. Now he goes to Tom Brady in a pass-heavy attack. I just think he's going too late in drafts, quite simply. Might seem like a crazy move to some people, but once you get to this point in these drafts, doing these 14-teamers, it's like I'm just looking for upside. I think I will probably – actually, I might just keep letting Kirk Cousins fall. I think Kirk Cousins has back-end quarterback 1 upside this year, more than people are willing to admit, because they are going to pass the ball more in Minnesota. I think he can get back to some of those passing numbers, passing volume that we saw him put up when he was with the Washington, when he was with Washington. I think everyone knows what it means. But yeah, I could see that happening. Okay. Carr went. Now I'm starting to get scared about the quarterback. I'll just go lock up Cousins here. Give me Cousins. Boom. Just feel like he was about to fall off a tier for me. I do think Justin Fields will be pertinent in fantasy football because of the rushing volume that he's going to have, but I just don't think he's very good, to be honest with you. And I feel much better rolling Kirk Cousins out there every week than Justin Fields with the ups and downs that he's going to have. That offensive line in Chicago is so bad. It's horrendous. That whole team is awful. Their wide receivers, their offensive line. The best player on their team is probably David Montgomery and Roquan Smith. That's how you're a bottom team in the NFL. Okay, unfortunately, this is where I'm going to exit my draft and conclude the video. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go over the team real quick before we go. Hopefully I can say it here. Kirk Cousins at quarterback, Derrick Henry, James Conner, Allen Robinson, Kadarius Toney, George Kittle, Ezekiel Elliott, Allen Lazard, James Cook. And I took some more receivers after that, I'm pretty sure. But I can't see them at the moment because the draft ended. But that is our robust RB video. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll respond as always. This has been Fantasy Joe. Thank you guys for watching.